Speak it to the mic.
When I say I used to recruit, looking at me, you would think I was just someone who would be in the grocery store and with my children walking the street. You would think I was normal. No, I used to go to churches, bus stops. I even went to college and played like I was in school, and I was not, just to recruit girls. And I say this to say that you never know who you have in your backyard, like Miss Dennis said. Because I was one of those faces that everybody got along with. I was from South Carolina, so I had the Southern hospitality. But out of 50 states, I've been to 30. Not only was I a recruiter, but I was kidnapped myself. So with me being kidnapped myself, I started doing something that I didn't want to do, only because it was something that I felt that I had to do. So having to do that, I recruited a lot of girls, not kids, not babies. They was mostly the age of 16 to 19, maybe even 25. Like Ms. Dennis said, right now they're not looking for 18 and older. They're looking for 10 and older. And with that being said, your kids should be your #1 priority with keeping your children safe. There's 64,000 girls missing down in Washington, D.C., and majority of them have been ruled out as runaways. We're not runaways. I was not a runaway. I had a 4-year scholarship to University of Pittsburgh for basketball, and my family thought I was playing basketball. Little did my family know I was kidnapped. I was taken for a total of 7 years. 7 whole years I was taken. Right now, it's something called shopping season. That's the lingo for sex and human trafficking. Right now, our babies is just being targeted any and everywhere they go. Shopping season consists of finding out what that child needs, what that child wants. And spring break is coming around, it's already here, and as you can see, we have a lot of tourists here. And all it takes is for one of those kids to go missing with those tourists. Right now, it's prom season coming around. Somebody's family don't have that money to get that child that dress or those shoes. So with that being said, they're out trying to make that money themselves. All it takes is just one person to come up to a kid, teenager, even an adult, to find out what their needs are. Hi, how can I help you? Hi, what's your name? And then it's something in your drink, and you're gone. Do y'all hear me? You're gone. You're not coming back. Luckily, while I was in it, I did rescue some girls and help them get away. Reason being, because they was called newbies, and I didn't want the newbies to take my money. Didn't want the newbies to take my money. So I helped them get away. With the money I stole from my pimp, I bought them tickets to get home. Because I didn't want them to take my money. So now what I do, I also work in the Bronx. I live there. And I don't want to leave. Because there's so much going on in the Bronx and other areas too. But the Bronx is getting hard with sex and human trafficking. Case in point, Hunts Point. So I say to the NYPD who's listening, and I know they are listening, go down sometime. Those trucks aren't there to make distribution to stores. Those trucks have beds in them. Those trucks have baths in them. And these girls are being trafficked in them. How I know this? Because I was brought to Hunts Point years ago on one of those trucks with a bed in it. Our first stop we made was at a rest area. How you see the rest areas on 95? And we picked up 3 more girls that got out of a van. They did not know where they came from. They didn't know the area they came from. They could not remember where they lived. They did not remember their families. Me, on the other hand, I remembered because I had got into it at an older age, not at a younger age. Sex and human trafficking has no face. It does not have a face. Right now, yes, it's 64,000 black girls missing. But actually, sex and human trafficking has no color. Because majority of the time, these black girls are the ones who's going to take you white girls. So I want you to think about what I just said. Us black girls, we have a voice. We want to be found. We do not want to stay in this area of sadness, of being beat, of being starved. We don't want to stay there. We want to come home. I say we because I was them. On the other side, I was a recruiter. This pretty little face who's an RN now, mother of 5 and married, was a recruiter. I would come to your colleges where your children are.
Okay, take your time. Truth to power, truth to power, truth to power, truth to power.
I would put pills in your kids' drinks. I didn't care if they were black. I didn't care if they were Hispanic. I didn't care if they were white. Talk to your children before they leave home to go off to college. And I say this because we have so many kids who can't wait to leave to go to college because they want to be rid of mom and dad. But don't know you will run into a person like me because you don't want to be home. You think you have that freedom. You do not have that freedom. Teach your children. If someone like me will take your children,